Welcome to your November reading. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. So anyone with prominent Sagittarius placements, thank you for being here. This is your reading. Hope you all are doing well, having a good month so far. Let's see what comes through for the group of Sagittarius that I'm reading for today. Sagittarius, November 2023. What is coming through? I feel separating, like organizing, or like putting, like you have the concept of your life and you are separating the different parts of your life and like putting this part of your life here. I don't know if it's like compartmentalizing things in your head. It's like organizing life in your head, organizing things in your outer world as well. Some of you might be doing like literal organizing your home, cleaning, something like that. But it feels more like putting things in their place, or putting people in their place, putting situations. Like, this is how much energy and effort I'm going to give into this thing. This is how much energy and effort I'm going to give here. And there's no blending. There's something about that. So as like the emphasis is like separation and organization. So you're not blending things together, if that makes sense. Okay. So I don't know what that means. We will get clarity or see if it comes through, but that's what it feels like. I don't know if like maybe you're coming out of a time where you're overwhelmed. There's like a lot going on. You don't know how to handle the entirety of your life in some way, and so like there's a need to organize it. Like it just maybe feels a little chaotic to you or a little messy to you. It's also a feeling of like doing it so that way you can, because every part of life, right, like it requires a certain amount of effort and energy. So instead of just like giving all of your effort and energy to everything, you know, like you want, for some reason, like you're taking it to a place where everything is important, and I want to give everything an equal amount of energy, or I want to give everyone an equal amount of energy, or something like that. All right, Sagittarius. November 2023. What is in your personal energy? Let's see what's coming through. King of Swords. Yeah. Very logical, very organized, but logical approach. Controlling thoughts, controlling your mind. Is a master at controlling the mind, at controlling where the energy goes. You could be coming across as cold, distant, detached, quiet. People may not hear from you for a bit, or when you are communicating, you're not saying a lot. It's interesting because I was feeling like you want to give effort to these things, like what the effort is required of you. But a King of Swords, the effort comes through from a mental perspective. I don't know, there's something about like too much mind energy, too much thought energy, like needing to master that, needing to control your thoughts. I know. Yeah, the Seven of Swords mixed with the King of Swords. You don't want to make a stupid move that is going to make you look stupid. I'm like, it's like, I don't want to look dumb. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to come across as naive. There's a lot of strategy here. There's a lot of mental, I already said that, I know, but like it's strong. Like the mental energy is strong. So when you are in a strategic place, strategic energy, obviously you're putting a strategy together. When we put strategy together, it's because we want to obtain something, we want to get something, we want something to go our way, we want to figure something out, we want to put a process in place or something like that. It's very, I'm sorry, but it's very cold, it's very dry, this energy that I'm feeling. But it's like again, going back to you not looking stupid, you not looking naive, you not looking gullible. I'm feeling like you don't want to be taken for granted, you don't want to be played. It's the whole concept of like, be 10 steps ahead of other people, be hurt or be hurt, leave or be left. There's major work here to do as it relates to trauma for the Sagittarius that I'm picking up on today. It's like there's this emphasis on the mind and the strategy, so you don't get hurt. But that's only there because you've been hurt, and you probably still are, and you're probably still holding on to these things because you're like in defense mode. Your fight is through the mind. Your fight is through strategy. That's why like it's intensely observant. It's just all like your mind is just always on, and you've created this behavior based off of past experience. I'm not saying this just to say it. The cards are coming up and telling me. So past experience, past trauma. I don't know if you have realized that, but depending on what your goals are in life at this time of life, I don't know if you are sabotaging happiness and success and achievement unknowingly, because you're constantly on the defense mode. You're constantly anticipating people to hurt you. You're constantly anticipating situations to not go well, circumstances to not be in your favor. Like everything in life is not for me. Like that's how it feels. Like that's not mine. That's not good for me. Nothing is good for me. Like I will never again be put in this position. I will never again be played. I will never again be taken advantage of. I will never again be lied to, and I will never again be hurt. So I will do whatever I need to do to prevent it. The Sagittarius that I'm picking up on right now in their time of life is very not Sagittarius. It's like, where's the fire? Where's the excitement? Where's the passion? Where's the confidence? Like, where's the risk? You know? Like a Sagittarius would be like, I don't care. I will risk my heart for the sake of experience. Whatever happens, happens. I'm good either way. I want to experience it. I want to experience the love and the hate. I want to experience the joy and the depression, or like, you know, like experience it all, right? This energy is like, I am not even going to touch it, you know? So guarded, so guarded, so like, if you, well, maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, for some of you, if you think like your people that are in your life that love you don't know that you're like this, like they know you're like this, but maybe some of them don't, I don't know. But it's very obvious that you are protecting yourself very strongly at this time of your life. So we will see what that is about. There is an element of the past coming up, that's for sure. This could be a past person, situation, or something that reminds you of your past. Something that is similar. And for some reason, you feel like you need to get away from it. You need to keep your distance from it. You need to get out of it. There's an element of getting out of a situation. It's also sabotage, people. Like, whoever's listening to this, whether this is you or someone else, this is like sabotaging something that you cannot control. It's like, the feeling I'm getting out of this is like, this thing has always been meant to be. It's always either been in and out of your life. It's always been a thing in your life. It could be a person or relationship. It could be the idea of love and relationship. It could be children, past, legacy, family, heritage, loved ones, something around those. Not specifically, but it has to do with those concepts. Either way, this is out of your control. This is bigger than you. You think that that you can sabotage this thing that is unkillable. Like, you can't get rid of it even if you wanted to. And you're trying to. You're trying to get out of it. You're trying to get away from it. Because you, again, are in defense mode. You feel like anything and everything that comes your way is not for you, that it is going to hurt you and mess with you in some way. But this is a higher force. Even if it comes in a form of a thing, person, situation, and you in reality you see it that way, right? Like, it's tangible, it's a thing, it has matter to it. The energy of it, the essence of it, what this thing or what this person stands for from a spiritual, energetic form is unkillable. It's not breakable. Like, you cannot sabotage it. You can only hurt yourself. You think that you are bringing up your defenses so you do not get hurt, but in reality, you're the only one that's getting hurt. You are hurting yourself by doing that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm feeling out of this thing. Like, you cannot kill it. You cannot break it. It could be a contract. It could be a soul contract with the 6 of Emotions. That's exactly what it stands for. So that's not killable. That's not breakable. All you're doing is like turning the knife around and stabbing yourself. Whoa. All right, in your environment, you have the Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. There is relationship here. There's two people coming together, or there's concept of it, like the focus of it. There's a lot of communication between you and this person of creating something and building something. So this doesn't have to necessarily just be relationship and love. Although it is cups, it's a Two of Cups. This usually stands for a romantic relationship. But it could be a partnership, somebody that you're in association with in some way. To build something real. Build something tangible. Build something with a solid foundation. You are communicating with this person and identifying like your compatibility here. If you're on the same page, it's like an element of working together. Like, these are my skills, these are your skills. This is what I bring to the table. This is what you bring to the table. How can we put them together and create something beautiful, type of thing. There's an opportunity in your environment in the month of November for a relationship to go the next level, to move forward. The wheel is here turning. Be mindful of the phases of the moon. Those may play an important role. It's just a little weird though, because like you're in the mind here. All right, you're in the mind about the heart. Well, like, I'm trying to think, like, what is that like? I mean, I guess we all go through that, right? Like when we overthink a situation, when we overthink our feelings. But you're in the mind about the heart. You're going to your mind, asking your mind to give you answers that your heart should be giving you. You know? It's like if you want knowledge or you want strategy, okay, go to the mind and say, hey, mind, you know, let me ask you this question about strategy. But when you want to know about love, feeling, emotion, connection, you don't go to the mind and say, hey, mind, talk to me about love. You go to the heart and you say, hey, heart, talk to me about love. Right? Does it make sense? Like, it feels like you're going to your mind for answers of the heart. Six of Emotions, heart, with the cups. It's also, you know, trying to strategize, going back to the vision of the organizing the different things in your life, putting people in place and things in their place, being strategic, organized about it. But the Seven of Swords, if you listen to any of my readings and any other tarot reader, I'm sure in some way, shape, or form, most people glorify it more than others in a negative way. But it's not the best energy. This is being really... There's a sense of manipulation here. Okay, there's like, you're not coming forward with your truth here. You're holding things in. With the King of Swords, super quiet, super detached, super dry. Like, for what? For what? The strategy comes with the manipulation and not being open about something. Some of you may not be open about your history. Some of you may not, and I don't know if you need to be open about it, because there is a person in your environment here, so you may feel pressured, or like you have to keep this quiet. You have to keep this past relationship, past love, past situation, past trauma, past pain, all of it rolled into one. Love and pain, right? Like you can't have one without the other. Like you're keeping it to yourself, you're keeping it quiet. So I just don't know how that is conducive to the evolution of a solid relationship here. So you just want to think about that. That's your situation. If it's not you that wants to move this relationship forward, it could be someone else or the other person coming through wanting to talk about moving the relationship forward as well. But we'll see. All right. Let's go into the rest of the month. We're going to break it down between the beginning, middle, and end of November. Go into more day-to-day details. What is coming through at the beginning of the month for the Sagittarius? Beginning of the month for Sagittarius, please. Beginning of November. Don't want to talk. Don't want to open up. Too many. Ooh, the Fool. Here's a new start. Good way to open the month. Start the month. The Seven of Swords. Who else had the Seven of Swords twice? I don't know if it was the Aquarius or the Capricorn. The Hermit. You're running away from this new start. You're sabotaging. You're going within. You're going rogue. You're going quiet. You're going cold. Going ghost. Going within. Excuse me. Yeah, it's again going back to trying to separate all of the different things happening in your life because you feel they are mushed together and they're overlapping, and whoever I'm picking up on cannot handle that type of energy in their life. It needs to be separated. It needs to be simplified. You're going into, it's like wanting to do the right thing, and you think that running away from this or getting out of this new start is right for you. For some of you, it's like there's a new start, an opportunity for a new start in some way. You know that you're not satisfied with how things are going in your life. There may be a lot of people in your life that overlap. Or just like you cannot, I don't know, there's something about like people not being on the same page. They all represent something different. They're all out for their own thing. Like They all have their own goals. They all have their own agenda. There's observing that. There's understanding that these are very different people out for themselves. Anyway, where was I going with it? So it was like, you understand there's a new start. There's a possibility for a new start. But you have a lot of things going on over here that are mumbled jumbled. And you're trying to organize them and separate them and put them in their place and all the things. So you can possibly take the new start. So you can be ready for the new start. So there's strategy here happening. It's like two things, right? Like I need to clean it up. I need to clean this energy up. I need to clean out my life. I need to, like, again, organize it so I can be ready for this new start. And there's something about the Hermit here that is like, the Hermit's throwing me off a little bit. Because the Hermit usually, like, just lets things happen. You know? Like, there's not a lot of work that the Hermit does, but come from a place of wisdom and like inner knowing, experience from the past. There's a past energy, like things that you've learned from your previous experiences. You bring them with you. You're bringing them to the table. It's like somebody is lighting the dark, lighting the path for you. You're in the dark about something, and someone is, or you can be the person that is lighting the path for another person. For some of you, there's two of you involved in this strategy. One person is doing the dirty work. The other person is on lookout. I don't know what that means, but I got that. For the most part, I think you're just trying to like keep things calm, keep things simple, keep things balanced, keep harmony, not create any change, not create any movement, not create any drama or any chaos. And therefore, you need to strategize that. Like it is a simultaneous thing of you wanting certain things in your life, and at the same time you don't want chaos or drama, and you don't want these things to blend with one another. So you're trying to like control that. Anyway, let's go into the the middle of the month, what is coming through for the Sagittarius group that I'm reading for today. Middle of November. 5 of Cups. This 7 of Swords is going to bite you in the ass. Just saying. You're going to lose. You're going to lose what you're trying to hold on to. Because you're too busy, like, in your mind trying to control the situation without blending it together in some way. There's loss here. Four of Pentacles. You're sacrificing something that you love or something that you want, because your defensiveness, your protection of yourself, your protection of these people not, I want to say, and I'm so sorry, these people not knowing about each other. It's like, I'm gonna keep this lifestyle and I'm gonna sacrifice and lose out on something else. Like there's some stubbornness coming through here with the Four of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I'm trying to juggle everything. It's not the best month. In the middle of the month, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot here about your reality, your 3D world, how you live, how you make your money, the things and the people that are in your life physically. There's a sense of like working, putting in a lot of effort, a lot of physical effort, literal effort into juggling different parts of your life. And that is why you're trying, once again, to separate these different things, keep it nice and organized, keep it nice and clean, so you don't fuck up anywhere, so you don't get caught. Because with the Seven of Swords, there's deceit, there's lies. And you're holding things close to your chest. You're holding, you're being stubborn. You're being cautious, like overly cautious, overly protective of your life, of yourself, of your money, of your resources. It's like, I'm not letting this go. You're not letting something go, even if it causes me pain. I feel like you're looking at someone as they work. If you don't know, if you don't think that they know you're watching them, I feel like they do. I think they like when you watch them work. They like when you watch them. There's something about that. There's a lot of pentacle stuff here. The end of the month, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Well, at least it gets better at the end. Look at that. Both decks. You're going against yourself with the Seven of Swords. The universe is telling you right here, right now, to get real with yourself and to stop with this behavior, to go within and follow your intuition. If you're in the Seven of Swords, you know that what you're doing is not ethical, is not right. You can get your way, not even get your way. Like, we all do what we want, right? Like, I'm a strong believer in that. We all do it. Like, people do what they want. So you're doing what you want, but you think that you have to go about it in a deceitful, manipulative, sly, secretive way, instead of just like doing it, you know, like, do what you want. And why the need to be secretive about it? Why can't you just do the thing? Do you care about what people think about you? A Sagittarius that cares about what people think about them. A Sagittarius that feels like they have to manipulate in order to get their way. A Sagittarius that cannot just be unapologetically authentic and blunt and direct. Because that's what a Sagittarius is like. They don't care if their words hurt you. They don't care if their behavior and choices, like if you don't like it, they will do what they want. For some reason, you feel like you cannot. And the only way that you can get what you want is if you behave this way. So, it's unfortunate. The end of the month, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands. There's healing. There's healing here. Something happens where there's an opportunity to receive something from someone, whether it's like something material or something that you deem as valuable, and it makes you like release some of this tension. If you're not already in hermit mode, you're gonna continue with the whole like, I need rest, I need sleep, I need to heal, I need to rejuvenate, I need my DNA, my body, my blood, my cells to come back to like health. You need equilibrium in your body again to be aligned. You're feeling great gratitude, you're feeling emotional support at the end of the month. That comes with some passion and some quick, fast movement in some way. We will get clarity with the clarifiers. But it's like if you have been going through a hard time trying to balance things and hold things up and strategize, and I mean, that takes a lot of mental energy, and it takes a lot out of your body and out of your spirit to constantly be in this defensive mode, this fight or flight, you know, this I don't want to get caught, I don't want to drop the ball, I don't want, and eventually it's like you get some type of support and you let go, you cut the cords, you know. It's just like, I can't do this, which is good, like let it go, like whatever it is, like and you're in strategy mode also, not just because you're defensive, but because you want to hold on to a lifestyle or to a situation or a thing, multiple things. And for whatever reason, these things do not come together. You cannot like align them and make all of these sticks into one line, you know. They're just not compatible. They cannot exist together. And yeah, it's hurtful because you want them to exist together. But at some point you realize, like, this is enough. I cannot continue down this road. I cannot continue with this behavior. It's taking too much out of me. I need to just cut the cords, let it go, focus on myself, you know, go into some self-love, self-healing, rest. And then through this time, it does feel like you realize your heart. It's that conversation of going to your heart. Like, you finally go to your heart and you're like, heart, what do I do? You know, make me feel better. And then the heart tells you, this is what you need to do. This is what's important. This is the situation. These are the people. These are the circumstances. This is what you want to focus on. This is love. This is what your energy should be going toward. But not, you don't get there until you go through some of this. And obviously, everything that happens is a lesson. So hopefully there is something about it that, like, you understand why you were behaving the way you were. You understand why, like where it all came from, where it all stemmed from, doing some healing work, some shadow work, learning the lesson, you know. That was the 5 of Cups, which is this card. All right, let's go into the clarifiers. Sorry, my throat's scratchy. Clarifiers, please. What is the Fool? Okay, similar, but not really. So the Seven of Wands, to clarify the Fool. Here's where like the idea comes. Here's where the vision or the want. Like you at this point, it's like, this is what I want. This, and then once you identify what you want, then the strategy starts to come through, and then you start to think about it, and it's just like, okay, how do I get it? You know, how do I make moves? How do I move people? How do I move situations? Put them in their place, whatever, in order for me to get what I want. So you start that process the beginning of November, and you may be coming face to face with adversity or like obstacles or other people coming at you with their wants and their expectations of you. And you're like quietly, silently trying to fight them off, but you're not opening up and you're not telling them what you're doing. It's just getting them away from you, basically. Here's the Four of, yeah, it's very stubborn energy. So if you're a cross watcher for the Sagittarius, don't even give them some space. Like, I'm scared for you. Like, don't come at them. What are you doing? Especially if you're hearing this, like they're in King of Swords like mode, paired with the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Like, don't fuck with them right now. They're going through, they want something, and nothing's gonna change their mind at this point. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. The Sun. Do you think that somebody is Seven of Swordsing you? That could be also a thing. This could be another person in the Seven of Swords. You want clarity, you want honesty as well. One more. You're observing someone, you are being strategic with them because you want to see them in their full essence. You want to see who they really are. So you're watching them closely. Like I was saying, like, I feel like you're watching someone because you are conflicted about them. And I do feel that it is another person, male or female. I don't know if you feel like you know their intentions or what they are doing, what they want. You just want truth. You want to feel happy and joyful and like things are going well, but for some reason you can't because you don't know this person very well, and therefore you're conflicted about it. And your defenses are coming up because of that. If you don't know the person and you're in King of Swords hermit mode, how do you expect to know them? This person probably wants you or wants to communicate more because they have communication cards here and you have quiet cards, detached cards. Like, What do you expect? Like, how are you going to get to know them? How are you going to get the sun clarity that, you know, you're strategically trying to do it? You're doing it on the down low. You're doing it in silence and quiet, by observing and watching. Like, you feel like that's the best route to get to know someone and to get to know their intentions, so you're not conflicted about what to do or who they are. But this Seven of Swords you're in the Seven of Swords because of another person. You're conflicted about this person. You don't know them very well. They may bring you some joy and some light to your life, but you're still hesitant, which is coming through hard with that trauma, that past trauma. Going back to you thinking that everybody's going to hurt you. So yeah, I mean, just reinforcing what I've already said. What's the Hermit? The Lovers. The Eight of Swords. The Hermit is here in the beginning of the month, the first few days or whatever. You know that you're in this Seven of Swords mentality. But then there's also this, like, the wise part of you is really trying to understand why. And why you feel like you cannot make a move. Why you feel like you're in your head. Why you feel like you're conflicted. You're defending yourself, protecting yourself. Like, you associate relationship here with the Lovers as prison. You associate love and relationship as something that keeps you bounded, as something that is not free. When true, high, authentic, high vibing type of love equals freedom. Like, freedom to be who you are, freedom to be loved for who you are, right? Like love teaches us, there's an element to love teaching us freedom. But you associate it with being in prison, being bounded, being tied up, the inability to make a move. So there's some shadow work coming through at the beginning of November, and you identifying why you feel like that. And it's probably because of your past. Your past is coming up strong with the Six of Cups and your personal energy. There is trauma. You may have felt that in your previous relationships, you were controlled. The other person had you tied down. You weren't able to be yourself and be loved for who you are. Be accepted for who you are. You had no decisions, no choices. Like, you weren't empowered to make choices. Like somebody had control over you. And it could be not even just romance. It could be like your caregivers or life in general. Like, you've never felt free. And like, anytime you come into a strong relationship, whether it's like a business partnership, a friendship, somebody in your family, a relationship, love relationship, it's always this thing of like people taking you for granted, people taking advantage of you, people trying to hold you down and prevent you from being who you are, or like you just feel stuck. It's like nothing I do is right. What is the 5? Anyway, but you are in hermit mode. coming to terms with this trauma, these behaviors, why you see love and relationship this way, how it has impacted your life, how you have sabotaged with the Seven of Swords your love relationships or something like that because of this trauma that you have. The Five of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, clarifying it. You will overcome these people. Ooh. There's something about overcoming. It's like when you're dealing with this chaos, this drama, whether it's a group of people that are not coming together or it's just those different parts of your life that are, you feel are meshed together and overlapping and you don't like it. It's like you almost, like you have two choices. Like you can take the high road and you can do things the right way, like honestly, by, you know, just following, how can I say, like doing the right thing to handle this situation. It could be like communicate, let's just say it's people. You have to communicate with them and tell them like, hey, like, I don't like that you're this way, or I understand that this is what you want. I don't want that. Or, I don't know, like putting up your boundaries as well. Because you're like cleaning it up, right? Cleaning up these people. I'm saying if it is people. So you can do it and take the high road and do it in a way where it's like not personal. You're coming from a place of this is what you need for yourself. So you're communicating that with them. Or you can act out and you can continue down the Seven of Swords route. And hold on. Sorry. And like sabotage even more, you know? You're coming head to head with a group, with somebody. Somebody wants to take the high road and the other person wants to fight. The other person wants to come from a really low vibing place. The other person's ego is being triggered with your needs and wants here. Like you're messing with someone's stability routine with you. If this is a person and it's like a very chaotic relationship and it's like, okay, I'm taking the high road and I'm telling them like, this cannot happen anymore. I'm taking control or something like that, like putting up your boundaries, whatever. The other person is going to come back and be and put up a fight about it, and because their ego is going to be triggered here. There's some low vibing, low level toxic behavior between you and another. And it's all because whether you know it or not, it's like strategy, like a game, like, and if you don't know that you're doing it because it's part of your trauma, and it could be someone else, it doesn't have to be you, whoever it is, I just don't think that whoever it is knows that this behavior tends to create tension in their relationships and chaos and confusion and just yucky energy. Five of Cups. Dang. So the loss here goes back to like whatever it is that you started in November, the beginning of November, the thing that you want, right? That I was like, you want the thing, there's no convincing you otherwise. In the middle of the month, I feel like something happens between you and another person, or you and a group of people, that changes that. Like for some reason you feel like you've lost it. That new start that you wanted is no longer. Four of Pentacles. It's a big card to show up for such a little mindset here. Interesting. What is this? We know that there's a person coming through, right? With the Seven of Swords, the main thing of this reading, the main card, whatever, it's about being clear about another person. You have the Lover's card that's showing up. You're understanding like why you feel the way you feel, why you feel tied down in relationships. And then by the end of the beginning of the month, like around the 10th or so, something happens between you and another person, or you and a group of people, where you are arguing and you're coming face to face. Like there's tension there and people are acting really shitty. So once that happens, it's like I lost it. Like it could have been a conversation where it's like this, like somebody showed themselves, somebody showed their true colors, and somebody else was like, I can't go back from that. I can't unsee this. I can't unknow this. And so that new start that you wanted, it ends. You lose it. You're trying your best to heal and go back to a calmer state of being. There's someone in your environment who decides, whether it's you or not, I don't know, to hold on to their status, to their... Because the Empress is like, she has everything, he or she has everything they need. They don't need anything from like physical, tangible, material from anybody. They represent a person that others strive for, others strive to be. Their way of life, their way of living is of a higher way, in something like that. Like they have gone through a long journey to establish the life that they live. They've gone through a long journey to become the person that they are. They do come from a place of love and giving. Like there's growth. This person brings growth to the people that are in their lives. They help them rise. They help them ascend. They help them level up. Like you always know when there's an Empress in your life, because they want you. They like, their energy is like, it emphasizes things. It makes things bigger. It makes things grow. It's like, it levels things up. It picks things up. Someone is holding on, trying to hold on to this Empress by setting or giving some sort of illusion here, which also comes through with the Seven of Swords. I'm so sorry. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's you or not. But like you can't play an Empress, you know? You can't like manipulate an Empress. Come on. Are you who was trying to do that and why? Someone trying to do that to you because they want to hold on to you. There's change that happens here. Because someone is so stubborn and wants to hold on, this Empress is coming through, and like I feel like she's shattering someone's illusion. I feel that strongly. This person is starting. It's like enough with this behavior. Another person's in an illusion, right? Like a fantasy, and an Empress is coming to kill that fantasy and bring forth the truth, the raw authenticity of a situation or of a person. What is the Two of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. Oh, it's a long reading. I'm sorry. The Fool again. New starts. The new starts happening here the month of November. Again, trying to juggle the new start, and it's so crazy. You got the Fool, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands. By the middle of the month, this new start that you wanted is coming back into play. It's like, I don't know if I should do it. Should I or shouldn't I? Like some of you are just fighting it the whole way as well. This is going to give you happiness, joy, togetherness, relationship. Four of Wands is like the specialness of two people, like the dynamic between two people, and how like you create your own relationship together, what it means to you, only to you, like not to anyone else. Eight of Pentacles, but you're fighting it. There's the Two of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. King of Swords. Oh, what is this about? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I put the effort in? Should I put the work in? Yes, some days I'm passionate. No, some days I'm not. Some days I want it, some days I don't. What is the Six? Queen of Wands. Strength. Queen of Swords. Something's happening, like right now, as I'm reading this. There's something else, like aside from everything. Something's coming through, like another energy, a twist in the story. Like It's not the same. Like it all of the sudden just like shifted. Two tens. It's like, it feels like you were going on a certain direction and you were, actually you weren't. I mean, yes, in the beginning you were trying to, but then things just come through and it's just like blah. Like everything just got ruined, you know? Like your plan that you were trying to follow, it just like, forget it. Like, never mind anymore. Like it's done, it's over. Because this Empress is just like, we're getting to the truth of the things. And it's just like, I don't want the truth of the things. I want to stay in fantasy. I want to stay in illusion. And I don't want this new start. But then I do want this new start. And I don't want to work for it and put in the effort for it. But then I do. And, you know, it's just like all this back and forth. And I don't know if this is you or someone else. But something happens by the end of the month. And two people are coming through with like courage to at least like give and take in some way, okay? Compromise in some way, help each other out in some way, but not without all of their strength to do that. You are trying to rest and heal from a loss that you feel, a perceived loss. And something you've been waiting for a really long time that makes you happy, something that you love, some type of emotional fulfillment. Like this thing comes through during that time. But I don't know, like this night, there's like so many things that are throwing me off. Like, I'm so sorry for this reading. I don't know how you're feeling about it. It's taking everything out of me to do it. Like, my mental energy, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's so much. The feeling of it is so much. Why? Like, is it necessary to just have so much going on? And no wonder you want to organize it all and separate it all, because it is very meshed up together. Like, I can't even be clear. There's no clarity here. You're not in a very clear place. There's no honesty. There's no truth. There's no coming from... It's so like... You have these like beautiful opportunities, and then all of a sudden it's like sabotage, 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 sabotage. Why? Just very conflicted. I'm picking up on a group, whether this is you or not. At the end of the day, after all of this, the bottom line is that you do not know what you want. You don't know what you stand for. You don't know who you are. There's a need to go within and get to know yourself. 8. You have this opportunity for emotional fulfillment, the thing that you really want. Is it up here also? What was over here? And it's like, no, I'll feel stuck. I'll feel confined. I'll feel controlled. I don't want it. Conflicted. 2 of Swords. Again, I don't know anything. The moon. Nothing makes sense. I don't know nothing. I have no answers. Like, the moon is coming through saying, like, everything's uncertain. Nothing is clear. I can't give you an answer. I don't even know if you want an answer. I don't even know if you're asking the right questions for the universe to give you an answer to. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but if you're an adult and you're going through this, what have you been doing this whole time in all of these years? Right? Like, we're here to know ourselves, to connect to ourselves, to elevate, to grow, to heal. There's a sense of, like, by this time of life, like, what do you want out of your life? Or not even what do you want. Like, you should be living what you want out of your life. And I get that everybody sees life differently. I understand that. But this person, whoever I'm picking up on, whether it's you or someone else, is like, they have not been held accountable for who they are. And even if they have been, I just don't think that matters. Like, in a sense, in a way, this is Sagittarius, to the point of, like, I can be this way if I want to be this way. Who cares? You know? If we are dealing with a narcissist, if we're dealing with a liar, manipulator, this all makes sense. Because nothing is ever clear with them, right? Like, it's all mumble jumble, back and forth, like, no clarity, no truth. But if that's not the case, and you or whoever I'm picking up on just don't know yourself, you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want, there's so much conflict. I mean, it's very tiring, it's very heavy, it's unnecessary. And I don't know, I just hope that whoever this is, like, can heal and find a way to get back to who they are, or get to know themselves, know what they want out of life, out of relationships, out of, I don't know, for themselves. I may post this, I may not, I don't know, because it just does not come together for me. It's not clear. There's no story, really. I just see a bunch of cards now. Like, there's no story, there's no puzzle. It's just this. It's just cards. Anyway, I hope you have a good month of November. Thank you for your time and energy. Watch your rising sign, your moon sign, another sign that you associate with. Maybe that'll give you some more clarity, or, I don't know, a different perspective on your month. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one.